Welcome back. There aren't any known cases of mosquitoes transmitting the Zika virus within the United States, but here with a few tips, that is, to keep the bugs away and you healthy is Victor Creighton, CEO and president of Everglades Insect Repellent, which is based in Boca Raton. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, this morning. You say there's one chemical, a lot of folks are familiar with it, but one chemical that people need to make sure they have in their repellent.
Well, the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control both recommend that you use a DEET-based product. So that happens to be what we produce. They also recommend that the product does not exceed a 30% DEET level. So there's a lot of confusion out in the market with all of the natural repellents and everything. If you go on the website on the internet and you look at University of Florida pest control, mosquito pest control, you'll see they've done numerous studies on all of the different types of products. And the majority of the natural products that are out there only last about 20 minutes.
Wow, compared to the DEET, which...
Depending on the concentration, the DEET, so for example, our product, which is a 30%, lasts between 5 and 6 hours.
So a big difference there.
Big difference.
What's the percentage? Well, you mentioned the percentage. Let me ask you this. I guess with several travel-related cases of Zika here in Florida, you have a product out there. It comes in spray. You also mentioned a towelette form. What's the difference between, say, your product and what's already on the market?
Sure. They're all basically the same that have the DEET product. I think an important thing for the viewer to understand is when you're using the DEET chemical, which was developed in 1942 basically by the U.S. military, and then it was put into distribution for the public in the late 50s, it's EPA registered by the federal government, and it's also registered by the Department of State in your Department of Agriculture in your state. So it's very highly regulated. Natural products have no regulation. We
know, especially here in South Florida, when we talk about sunscreen, SPF is the standard to go with. So when you talk about repellent, bug repellent, DEET.
Very similar comparison. Perfect.
All right, Victor.
What you want to do is a 30% DEET concentration is the highest that you want to go to. Okay?
Okay, good number there. I have to end this, but we could definitely talk about this a little bit more. Want to make sure we get the name of your company back in there. Everglades Insect Repellent based in Boca. Thank you so much for Victor for coming on.
Appreciate the time.